Hey y'all, it's Indigo here, back with another round of Grand Arena Championships. We're in the final week of 3v3, so not too much longer to go for the rest of this season. I still haven't hit Kyber yet, but I'm on my way. Got 3 rounds this week, and I need a win or two, and I should hit it. But this is my season where I kind of don't care, and I just want to try some things out, so we'll just see what happens. All right, let's go ahead and show you the board. I want to show you how this match went down. Now, I will say I did some homework on this guy, and he's got a habit of doing high efficiency matches and keeping 3 or sometimes all 4 GLs for offense. And he likes to set down Darth Revan and Gas up front, make his opponents stumble, and then just clean them out efficient-wise and get like 2,670 banners or something close to that. It's ridiculous. So a high-efficiency player that likes what he likes and likes to be efficient against everybody's squad. You can see he set the exact same thing as his history. Darth Revan with Gas, and then he's got Grievous all out front guarding that back zone. So I don't know if there's going to be a GL in the back. I don't think so, because the week before this he kept all 4, but the week before that he would set one of them in the back sometimes. So I don't know, a little bit of a gamble here on my part, because the only way I feel to beat a high efficiency player is to go the opposite and do heavy D. So that's what I went and did. So if he's got GLs in the back, I'm screwed. I don't have anything for that. So let's go ahead and clear off this bottom front, and we'll open it up and see what he's got. Gonna start out here with Jedi Knight Luke, Shaak Ti, and Hermit Yoda against his Darth Revan, Bastila Fallen, and HK. Ran into this team, it seems like, a lot lately, and it's pretty much just as good against this counter as Malik is. Because right away, they turn around and look at that. HK just takes out Shaak Ti. Basically, her only goal is to go first and do that Heroes Arise and dogpile Bastila and try to get her out of there. After that, she gets taken out by HK, or the time that I fought with Malik in there, he just ended up draining her. So she's kind of a sacrificial lamb in the squad, and it's Jedi Knight Luke that's doing all the work. So it's kind of crappy banners, but we'll take what we can get. It's a solid counter. It's just lower on the end of banners. And then for his gas, okay, a couple people commented on my last video last round, because I used C and I took in like Marauder and Sith Empire Trooper and basically did a full team against gas. And they said, no, you can just take in C by himself and that'll still work the exact same. So that's what I did. Link gas and link somebody else, and then he sits down and he doesn't gain any protection back. He doesn't get back up. So I did test this a couple times in arena with my buddy Castle. Had him put in the same gas trio, and I went in a couple times with C and tried it a couple different ways, and both times it worked out the same. Gas just doesn't stand up, and then you tank out all the damage and Rex's big hit, and you just try to kill the clones, and then you'll have to deal with gas at the end. So the quickest way I found is just to go after Rex, kill him once, that way it'll get rid of 5s with his sacrifice, and then you can get rid of Rex again, and it's a little bit easier to do that. Keep going with basics, and I like to basic him down till he's almost dead, and then finish off with the protection regeneration if I can. So that's what I did in arena practice. Got him into the red, and then I finished off. Here I had to use it 1 turn early, so maybe I'm not quite as healthy as I should be here. And his gas is hitting pretty hard. Look at that. I mean, he's doing some damage to me, and I wasn't able to heal all the way back up, so it's not a 55, but I got 54 there, which is pretty good, I think. And now I'm going against his GG team. And I haven't used this all season, but I saw it in somebody's history. just use Padme. Padme with GK, and then instead of Anakin, since he had Droideka there, and Magna, I took in Ahsoka. I figured her dispels, and constant assisting and dispelling are going to be a lot more useful than Anakin in there going and doing extra damage. I'd rather have the dispels, so that's what I got. Trying to keep the taunt off Magna, trying to keep the damage immunity and all that buffs off of Droideka. She was able to tank out a big hit from Droideka there. So I just keep going after him, trying to get him out. And then I'll focus on Grievous at the end, I guess. I don't know how else to do it. If you guys have a better strategy on that, let me know. I just need to one-shot it with decent banners. I was able to pick up 51 there, so that's fine. Open up the back, moment of truth. And look at that. Just B squads. Whole bunch of B squads. Some designed to steal banners, but that means he kept every single GL for offense. So that's a lot of firepower to clear me with. All 4 GLs. So wondering about that. Now I got to be efficient on these and get as many banners as I can. So I got to do my best here and then just hope that he stumbles on my defense. I've come across this one a few times now, and so far it seems pretty consistent. Beskar Mando with Queel and IG-11, and just taking in Bosk with Mando and Grief. And then they just go after whoever. You can't really control that. Your whole goal is to make progress toward your contract. You get stuck behind IG's taunt, and that's fine. Got to tank out some whistling birds. But you are a bit tankier with the Bosk lead, so that's fine. Just got to get over to the contract whenever you can and hit whoever has the blue thing for the contract payout. Once we get that and we can start disintegrating some fools, then we'll be in business. So that's the whole goal. So I got the contract pop finally. Now I can do what I want, and the goal is to take out Beskar Mando first. So he's gone. No more worries about the whistling birds and all that. Let's, get rid of that. And now I try to kill Queel normally. If I can kill him normally, then I can just disintegrate IG when it comes back around. But you see he keeps kind of taunting and steals your focus there. That way Bosk has to hit him and waste an attack. So sometimes you end up getting stuck on him. I could have switched back over to Queel. I keep forgetting that Mando can ignore taunt. But either way, they're both pretty tanky when they're both alive. They share with each other, so it's kind of annoying. They're really good together. You just got to take one out of the equation. So here we go. Disintegrates up again. Good time to get rid of IG. And now I can focus down on Queel and get rid of him. So here we go. And he keeps stunning. It's just a little bit annoying, but I've got enough damage to deal with him, so it really shouldn't be too much of an issue. I've got the mass assists. You see everybody doing that. They've got the stun on him now. Grief taps twice, so plenty of damage there. Call another assist with Mando. There we go. Done and dusted. 54 banners on that one. Here's something I've been wanting to try. On Mothma team. And he likes to run that. He's got Biston in there with Cara Dune. And it's Imp Troopers. And they do suck in 3v3. But I saw this on his history that he used it against someone else, I think. And it was Veers, Piet, and Moff Gideon. Usually they use Veers, Piet, and range. But Moff Gideon in there, I guess, makes the difference. Resets everybody's turn meter. You got Armor Shred. He's got Daze. All kinds of good stuff. So I'm able to get Biston out of there real quick and then work on Cara. Look at that. Quick and easy 54 there too. So pretty good efficiency-wise anyway. And now this team, I had no idea what to use to counter it. Look at this. C-3PO with BB-8 and then Chupio. So all 3 of them together. And every time Chupio hits, he's going to land and expose, because that's what C-3PO does for him. I'm sure there's plenty of other stuff. C-3PO's got loads of abilities. and it's just something we got to deal with. But take Chupio out of there, and they lose their biggest damage engine. So it definitely can be a banner stealer, but I don't know. I think I'm not in danger of losing, but I am in danger of losing banners. So at least want to try and top up health there. I just wasn't able to get the protection point, so I got 51 on that. And then now I'm going to take out his Newt squad. And I've had a few people ask me about what's working good or what am I using for Newt in 3v3. I've kind of like this. This is the first time I've gotten to keep Cam for offense, though normally I put him on defense. And normally I have Ezra, so it's Basti lead with Jedi Knight Revan and Ezra. But look at Cam go. He just hits really hard. He's Relic 7, so he can put in some work. He's got Armor Shred. That's pretty much all I know that he does, is Armor Shred, and then on his basic, he'll double tap. I don't really do the change stance and do all that stuff. Yeah, I don't get to play with him too much, so I don't really know everything he can do, but he just hits really hard, so he's kind of awesome in that regard. And the armor shred that he can add is great, and the double taps are some heavy damage. I really like that. And was able to get 54 there as well. So you can see lots of 54s. I'm going against an efficiency player. I need it. So I've got to be as efficient as I can. I actually saved a bunch of good stuff for offense that I don't even end up getting to use because I'm using, better stuff to try to get better banners. So now I've got his Dooku, and he put him with B1 and B2. Well, I saved my full CLS. I didn't put the CLS lead team on defense. I wanted a full CLS just in case, so I had some options. And I figured I'll go ahead and use them here. Dogpile Dooku straight away, get him out, then B2, then B1. And not bad there, quick and easy. I actually tried to put forth some effort into this match once I saw that I was against some guy who's going to be heavy efficiency. I always like that. Like, people are really efficient, but then if you throw like a really heavy defense that's not typical to what you normally set, they don't have an answer for it. But if you always set it, then they prep and plan and practice the counters to beat it. I just like throwing him for a loop and seeing if I can ruin his day, I guess. So I planned out all my counters based on the defense that he normally sets. And because he didn't deviate from that and set exactly what he's been setting, it made it easy. Then I knew I had exactly the counters I needed for each team to get decent banners. So I'm using, like, I could have used full first order here, but instead I threw Watt in there. That way I have a chance to get the 54 if I can get their protection topped all the way up in time. Of course, you want first order when Nest is there, because that way Executioner will get a big hit on Nest whenever it's time. Be able to knock her out. You don't have to worry about getting stuck and timing out on Nest. I definitely didn't want that to happen. So just keep going, cycle around, use Crew's irresistible stuns, all that, and I was able to end with only 53. I missed protection on somebody. So I've got 2 more left to deal with, and then that's it for the ground game. So 2 more squads to go. My opponent hasn't gone at all. Let's take these out, and then we'll see what kind of ships he's got hidden behind there. I don't really pay attention to those on GAC history, so I'll be just as surprised as y'all are as soon as we see them. Alright, I'm going to take Traya, trio, I guess not the whole trio, but Traya, Scion, and Sith Empire Trooper against his Geos, just in case. I don't know why. Honestly, I could take Nihilus. The only reason I didn't take him here is I thought, okay, he's too squishy. What if they favor him, which they sometimes do, and then just take him out straight away? Yes, I could still win without, but I don't want to lose the points for having a dead character. I want to get as many as I can. I wish my Trey and Scion were still tanky enough to just go in and duo this team, but they're not, had to move mods around and everything else. So I had to take in a full 3. You end up losing protection banners. Not a lot you can do about that. So tried to get Alpha out there, even though he didn't have the debuff on him. That special, the only time you use it when he doesn't have the debuff is it gives him a non-avoidable hit. So that way you're for sure not going to get dodged. And so that's why I used that there. And I was able to win. That's fine. That was my planned counter for that one. Now we'll take out this first order team. For that, I'm going to stick with my tried and true EP, Vader, and Thrawn. I think that seems to work the best, even though there are other options. I like it. Once you got EP lead, you can just force crush with Vader, and that way he'll get enough turn meter to go again, and that's when you can go into Merciless and then take somebody out. That way you've already got the debuffs landed, so you can hit them with basics, try to get ability blocks on OG Kylo and crew, and I cold red right there to get him out right at the start, so I don't have him taking all those extra turns, assisting, or taking extra turns when somebody dies. Just get him out, get a numbers advantage. I've got Fracture, so utilize that against just whoever, and in this case it was crew because he was taunting. But you want to use it, it's all about control. This team is just controlling them until you can stack up enough debuffs and then take them out one by one. So that's what I'm trying to do. You control them with the stuns, and then you put the shock down so they can't heal. And as long as you got that down, you're in good shape. So you don't necessarily want to take that away every single time that you can cull, because if you don't kill them, then they're just going to heal it all back by the time you get back around to land in shock again. So you got to kind of think about what you're doing. Right there, I used Fracture to control OG Kylo. That way I don't have to worry about him stunning anybody or feeding turn meter to the team. And I tried to land a stun on both of them just to keep them, on the sidelines. But you can see crew doesn't have the shock, so he is healing. So I tried to land another shock. It didn't land. Trying to land ability block on OG Kylo there. I just want to get him out. So then once you only have one left, it's a lot easier to cycle through and try to max out your banners and top off your protection. So that's what I'm trying to do. I've got him fractured, crew is stunned, force crush. Now I can go into Merciless. That should be enough to take somebody out. So we'll just go ahead and do our Cullen Blade here, take out OG Kylo. And now I can work on crew. I'm trying to get back around to Thrawn. That way I can send protection over to Vader and get him topped off. So that's what I'm trying to do here. Just landing some dots, and there we go. Protection, throw it over to Vader, and now we can Culling Blade, and he's done. So there we go, 54 banners. That's how you beat that crew Kylo and Red Trooper. Done with that. That's all for the ground game. Now we'll open up the back, open up his ships, see what he's got back there. And look, it's Rebels. Looks like Akbar. So he's got Akbar back there, but look, he also has Malevolence. And he's got, look at his starting lineup on the Malevolence, is Sunfac, Hyena, and then that IG ship. And I looked at it, and he's got a Relic 8 IG-88. So I don't know what that does for your ships and all that good stuff. I've never fought it before. So I went straight to a guildmate who's like our fleet master that tells everybody what to do with their fleets and stuff for wars. And I just had him walk me through it since he seemed like he knows what to do. And that way I, could finish strong, do the best that I can. So I was zooming it, and I'm not able to record and include any of that here, but I can tell you what I got on it. I used my Negotiator against his Malevolence, and it wasn't too pretty, but I ended up getting 60 banners on that. The IG ship wasn't too much of a hassle. I just took it out first, and then Sunfac and did it like normal. And then taking out the Rebels, that wasn't too bad. I had Malevolence, so I figured, okay, it is going to work, but they were able to, focus down a couple of my ships. It wasn't pretty banners. I ended up with like 55 banners, with Malevolence versus the Rebels. So not pretty, but definitely one-shot wins. And this was all at night. So I wake up the next morning, my opponent hasn't even gone, and it was a good while. And he finally did go. And let me show you some things. So if you can see from my section of the map down there on the bottom, I didn't take a screenshot of it, but I put almost the same thing he did. I put my DR team with no Malik. I used HK out front, and I put Gas in there, Gas, Rex, and Fives, and then a GG team out front because he likes to save all his GLs for offense. I figured maybe he'd burn a couple here, and that would be good. That'd be great if he would burn some. And then if you can see up top, I've got Ray, and I put Ray with the armor and L3, and I thought, okay, I'll leave Ray showing and some DR and Gas out front, and maybe that'll make him think that, oh, that's heavy defense, and he'll use his GLs and be as efficient as he can. And he one-shot that front zone to open up the back. He got like 54 and 55 banners against all three squads that were there. And then he opened up the back and he probably went, oh shit. Because I'll show you what I had back there, but check this out. Look up top. He actually dropped a battle on my Dooku squad. Like just some random team that I threw together and put up top. And that's what he dropped a battle on. So I'm like, great. You know, he dropped one battle. That's a heck of a good start. Maybe he'll drop some more. And I don't know if you can see it there, but he ended up going 3 on my Dooku squad. Like he had to drop it in 3. So whatever he threw at it the second time didn't work, and he backed out of it. And then it took him another time to kill it. So that's 30 points right there. I'm pretty happy about that. And then this is my back zone. I figured he would drop the GLs up front. He opens up the back. I haven't put Supreme Leader Kylo on defense all season. So I put him in the back with Jedi Master Luke. And yeah, buddy, that's 2 squads that are going to be hard to beat, especially if you're already throwing Darth Revan and Gas on defense, and you've burned 1 or 2 GLs up front. You know, now you're looking at taking out 3 GLs, which none of his opponents have done this season. I don't think they've gone that heavy. So he didn't have anything for that. And this is how the board was left. Like when he got done, that was it. So that was pretty fun. I enjoyed that. Just taking out an efficiency player and getting my first win of the week and getting that out of the way. I should be on track toward Kyber, but you never know. We'll see what happens. We'll see you guys in round 2. Thanks for watching my video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share your comments down below, and hopefully you'll check out my other videos on my channel. Peace.